This is the Dodgers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What's up? Good evening and welcome to the Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Of course, we come on right after the game and give you instant reaction. We break it down tonight, a 7-0 demolition of the Reds. We'll get into the details momentarily. First, I want to tell you it's brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for two to any golf tournament in the USA. Visit 5hewin.com for rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters. Ends October 31st, 2025. I am Pete Fox, covering sports at LA, dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Well, the Dodgers with a nice win tonight, a nice win yesterday. And as I got into yesterday, and I believe the day before on Saturday as well, there's a lot of winnable games ahead for the Dodgers. But of course, you can't take anything for granted. You definitely have to get the job done. And tonight they did just that. 7-0 the final. Powered by Andy Pajes. 2 home runs for him tonight. And Emmet Sheehan with a fantastic outing, earning jumbo jacks all by himself. 10 Ks. The slider was magnificent. It was working tonight. Tight and practically unhittable. He's now 5-2, going 7, allowing just 2 hits and only 1 walk. Evan has started the chat for us tonight with some trash talking. Oh, congrats, you beat the Reds. Evan, I have one word for you right now. Scoreboard. Scoreboard. And you can use that in many different ways. Scoreboard, win. Yeah. Scoreboard, World Series. Scoreboard, first place, where your Yankees are in third place. Third place behind the Red Sox. Ooh. You should be embarrassed because they're not very good. Yeah, they're okay, but they're really young. I mean, you guys pay a lot of money for that team, and I think you should be doing better than the Red Sox, who don't really have a big payroll. They have a bunch of young dudes on that team, so a little embarrassing to be a Yankees fan. And I also don't understand why you're not proud enough of your team and your city to sport a logo on your moniker there, your emoji or whatever it's called, that you got the Blackhawks logo. Like, so you're a Yankee fan who lives in Chicago. Just really confused by you. But hey, I love it when you come in because you fire up all the Dodger fans, and it's fun. It's fun. So appreciate your your participation and delusions about how everything in Dodger world is embarrassing and awful and whatnot. Let's see here what he has to say. One comment from Evan. Hope Dodger fans know that if they win the division, which is far from a guarantee, they will still have to play in that wild card round because they have a worse record than real teams like the Phillies. Okay. If they make, or if they win the division, they have a 99.7 chance of making the playoffs. And the Phillies are, only a skosh better. And the Dodgers have a 3-game set coming up against them here in a week or so. So, let's see where the Phillies are right now, record wise. What a real team's record is compared to a not real team like the Dodgers. So the Dodgers are 74-57 after the win tonight. And first place in the West. The Phillies are 76-55. Oh, yeah, so much better of a team. They're just dominant. But yeah, they're coming off a loss today to the Mets, 13-3. Oh, yeah, that's a real teams. Yeah. Real teams, just, beat the Mets. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. They lost 13-3 to the Mets. So, yeah. No, but I love your logic or lack thereof. Anyway, let's move on to this one. Emmet Sheehan tonight looked really composed. And I thought I'm not coming up with theories here on my own. He just seems to have a different set of, or a different demeanor, I guess is a better way of putting it. He didn't have a different set of anything. His pitches just worked better today. The ball was coming out of his hand a whole lot easier. And that's like one of those things, like when you go to play golf, sometimes you're just making putts, right? You're not doing anything dramatically different, but the hole looks bigger and the ball is going in. Tonight, it's same thing for hitters at the plate. Andy Paez tonight was seeing the ball better than he normally does, and had 2 home runs, 5 RBI on the night. Was it 5 or no? 6 of the 7, because he got that sac fly late in the game. So accounted for 6 of the 7 Dodger runs tonight. So a big night for Andy Paez. And the other run from Mookie Betts on a home run, he was 2 for 4 on the night. Andy Paez 2 for 3 with 4 RBI, because 2 of them that he knocked in were a gift from De La Cruz. I don't know if I have seen an error that bad in a long time. I'm not trying to come down on De La Cruz, but I just haven't seen it. And that one was one of the easiest. It wasn't a candy hop, but it was for a Major League Baseball player to get that little hop right as it's coming to your glove, 6 inches off the ground. That makes it a little bit easier. That was just a cherry ground ball. It would have ended the inning, and it went straight through the wickets. I'm just like, ouch. So that accounted for 2 more runs that were not RBI for him tonight. So 7-0 the final. Freddie was 1 for 4. And Teo 1 for 3. All in all, a productive win for the Dodgers that we expect them to get in this pennant race at this time of the year, at home, coming off a nice win yesterday in a frustrating, I would say, series over the weekend. But when you come off of a game like yesterday, 8-2 over the Padres, the offense lit up. I think it's a lot easier for them to turn the page on the first 2 games of that series where nothing happened offensively. They somehow manufactured and scored a run each late in those games when it was basically over. But they were able yesterday to put one on the Padres, get back into first place, come home with a happy bus ride, and feel good about themselves and just say, hey, let's win today and move on, right? And that's exactly what they did. So it's a good feeling. We got a lot of hits. Even Michael Conforto got a hit, broke a 1 for 8 or a 0 for 18 slump with a double to start the 5th inning. Paez first pitch after that, ripped one to left for his 23rd home run. That came on a breaking ball. The first one was in the first inning, I believe. No, the 3rd inning. It was the first run of the game, 392 feet. Then the 2nd and 3rd came from Paez's home run, 361 feet with Conforto aboard. Look, I think at this point when it comes to Conforto, we just kind of got to grin and bear it, right? And hope for the best. And when the Dodgers lose and Conforto goes over, it can't only be his fault, right? I know you guys want to point a finger and say, yeah, Conforto's terrible. He is. His batting average is bad. It's like he goes 1 for 18 all the time. It's like 0 for 18 slump, double, 0 for 18, double, ugly strikeout, something like that. So 2 for 4 tonight. Sorry. Look at that. Batting average up to 187. Look, maybe he's found it. Maybe he's starting to get hot too. 9 hits in all for the Dodgers, 3 for the Reds, who had 2 errors. The Dodgers had an error as well, which never like to see that, but it wasn't impactful as Sheehan finished with the win. He's now 5-2. He struck out 7 with 10 Ks. So after the break, we'll decide who the player of the game is. We got 2 to talk about. In the meantime,
This is what you'll be talking about.
Dodgers win a game that they should win, and they won it comfortably with a ton of offense. 9 hits, 2 homers from Andy Pages. Mookie Betts goes deep. So, when right now with the Dodgers being so inconsistent and up and down and losing to teams like the Rockies, we know they're garbage on the road, or maybe garbage is a bit of an exaggeration. We know that they are not the same team on the road as they are at Chavez Ravine. They're a different ball club. They have a sub 500 record on the road. So these games against inferior opponents at home are games you have to win. You got to try to put some distance between you and the Padres, and playing against bad teams at home are games that are necessary and important. And look, the Reds aren't that bad. They're fighting for a wild card. They're 4 games over 500, and they always seem to figure out a way to be competitive against the Dodgers. And when you've got Green on the mound, that dude throws gas. So he's a tough opponent. He's got a sub 3 ERA, 2.8. Hunter Green throwing it 100 as a starter is not something you see all that often. So, he's tough to deal with. They got 3 earned off of him, 5 total off 6 hits and 2 home runs, both from Andy Pages. He only had 3 Ks. So it was a nice night for them. As far as the turning point,
time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Based on the fact that Andy Pages did 90% of the offense, the turning point was when he hit that first home run in the 3rd inning, because he got hot from there, followed it up with another home run in the 5th, and then a sac fly in the 8th to account for his 4 RBI, but 6 runs in total. So a great night for Andy Pages in a 7-0 win for the Dodgers over the Cincinnati Reds. I am Pete Fox. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. We appreciate you allowing us to be your source for your team every day. Of course, on the postcast, we come on right after the game and break it down for you. During the week, Monday through Friday, check out the Locked On Dodgers podcast with Travis Rogers, Monday through Friday. In-depth look at what's going on in the Dodger universe. Today's episode of the Locked On Dodgers podcast brought to you by 5 Hour Energy Transfusion, the grape ginger lime flavored shot that brings the iconic taste of the golf course to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the course or just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5 Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors. The grape, ginger, lime flavor of the 5 Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip at visit 5hourhewin.com. Sorry, 5hewin.com for rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31st, 2025. Any tournament for me, I would say, I don't know what it's called these days, but the former Bing Crosby, what is the sponsor of that tournament? In Monterey, I've been blanking on the name of the course, but that course up there is fantastic, and that would be a awesome. What is the name of that course? I'm blanking. Monterey Golf Course. I'm typing on the wrong screen. Anyway, I'll get it to you in a second. Anyway, that would be my dream golf weekend up there in Monterey, California at that golf course. So check it out, 5hewin.com. Also brought to you today by FanDuel. All right, let me get my scripts ready. Yeah, there's no producers here. It's just me, baby. August 26th, tomorrow is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP or eyeing a long shot division winner or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 gets rolling, this is your moment. Again, it is tomorrow. Who do you like for the MVP? Who do you like for, over under wins? That's always a fun bet right there. And of course, you can pick your Super Bowl win if you want. Visit FanDuel on the app today and start planning your future bets now, because FanDuel Futures Day is one day and one day only tomorrow. FanDuel, play your game. Dodgers cruise today, 7-0 the final as they beat up on the Reds and get this homestand off to a good start. And that's what we need right now, because we got a bunch of winnable games on the Pebble Beach. Yeah, how am I blanking on Pebble Beach? That's the dream golf trip for me, just as a fan. That would be fantastic. I've been to Pebble Beach, but I didn't get to watch any golf. I was there running an errand, basically, for lack of a better term. But to go watch golf there, that would, I don't know if you've ever been to Monterey, it is awesome. And Pebble Beach is even more awesomer. So I just can't believe I blanked. Been a long day. So good news today. The Dodgers win. I mean, that was the end to a rough day for me with my mom still in the damn hospital. Hopefully she's getting out tomorrow. So it's just been it's been a rough few days. Just go nonstop, and dealing with hospitals is never fun, especially when you have a 98-year-old mother. So I was happy to see a comfortable, easy, stress-free win for the Dodgers today. 7-0. Emmet Sheehan, I thought, looked really good. Another stat today that was fantastic to hear and see. The Dodgers, since the start of August, have the third deepest starts, third most innings by starters in Major League Baseball. Prior to that, they were the worst in the league, which means that the bullpen was overextended, as we know and have talked about a lot. So the fact that the starting rotation for the Dodgers not only getting healthy, but also working deep into games is a nice trend to have rolling in our favor. That gets the bullpen a lot less work and keeps them a lot more healthy and gets them just in a better position to be effective. And they have been, since the starters at the beginning of August have been working much deeper into games. Again, third in all of baseball as far as the length that the starters have gone for the Dodgers since the beginning of August. Sheehan went 7 today, struck out 10. Dreyer came in for an inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 strikeout on 11 pitches. And then Banda, a bit of a bumpy 9th. You'd like it to be a little bit more efficient than 25 pitches, but he walked 2 guys. And that's kind of the really only stubbed toe in this game. If you asked me, he had 1 K, again, 25 pitches, and got out of it with no harm, no foul at the end of it. 7-0 the final. The Dodgers take game 1 against the Reds in this series. Right back at it tomorrow. I just realized that what the hell happened to my, there it is. Has it been gone all game? What we call the background. Sorry. At least we got it right before we're done. 7-0 the final. Big night for Andy Pius. 2 home runs. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. His 22nd and 23rd. And Mookie Betts hit his 14th on a breaking ball up and in, I believe, 353 feet. It wasn't a shot. But, speaking of Mookie Betts, another thing that needs to be addressed and acknowledged, that play that Mookie Betts made, ranging to his right, sliding on his knee, flashing some leather to end the 7th inning to get Sheehan out of that inning out of that frame and done with his start with only 2 hits to throw out. I don't even know who it was, but that was a fantastic all-star level play for Mookie Betts. And he really is becoming just a very competent and solid shortstop. So as we have discussed that At times the outfield has been a tad bit shaky defensively, and they've thrown around the idea of moving Mookie back to right field and moving Teo to left field because it's a little bit easier. And then you figure out an answer at shortstop. You see something like that and go, maybe not so fast. Mookie probably should be staying at shortstop because he has become a very competent all-star level shortstop, to be sure. And that play right there shows you what he's capable of doing. 7-0 the final. The Dodgers take care of the Reds in the start of this 3-game series at Dodger Stadium. I am Pete Fox. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate the comments. Right back at it tomorrow. First pitch a little after 7 o'clock. The probables will be Clayton Kershaw, who comes in with an 8-2 record against Nick Martinez, who is 10-9. Kershaw has a 3.13 ERAs. Martinez has an ERA of 4.59. Again, first pitch, 7:10 will be right here on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel when the game is over to break it down with instant reaction. Again, thanks for watching and listening, and we appreciate your comments. Take care. Have a good night. Let's talk tomorrow.